Hey guys, it's me, it's PokemonTripHD, and we are back today with Week 10 in the Battle Union, aka the semi-finals of the Battle Union. Now, whoa, we're finally here. We are finally here. I just want to say I'm sorry that this is going up late. I'm recording this as the day this is going up, so I'm sorry about that. Just kind of not really had enough time to record it lately, but we're doing it now. And so we're going up against Slyro. If you guys missed out on the team builder, I recommend you go ahead and watch that so you can know about the team. And I talked about basically our season in that video. Today we're going up against Slyro and the L.A.Galuxray. I was just like Galuxray. The L.A.Galuxray. And this is going to be a great match. We're playing Los Angeles. I live in Los Angeles, so this is kind of ironic, but it's going to be a great match. I know that. It was a great match. I'll tell you right now, it was a great match. It is post because I could not do it live. Like I said, I just haven't been able to record too much. Don't really have too much time free to record and stuff like that, etc., etc., etc. And yeah, I don't really want to bore you guys with that right now. But semifinals in the TBU. Well, not in the TBU, in the Battle Union, I don't know. We're going up at Slyro. His links will be down in the description below. Again, I want to thank Initian over for jetting my team. It really does mean a lot to me. And I think that's what I need to say before. Also, our entire season so far has led to this point. All 8 weeks we had before this, and yes, 8 weeks, we did not have a week 9 because we actually got in first place. We got the first seed, and first seed gets a first round bye, so that's pretty cool. So we're automatically in the semifinals, and Slyro beat Josh, aka Squirtacular, in the Slayport Vale and made it to the semifinals, and that's why we're playing him. I talked about this already before. I don't know, I'm talking about it again. But if you guys don't know, Josh actually beat us, and Sly beat Josh, so that's kind of scary if you think about it. We did play the L.A.Galuxray before week 3, but that was against Gabe, and now we're going up against Sly. Sly took over for Gabe about week 5, I think. That was 2 weeks after we played Gabe. So yeah, I think that's the little pre-game thing I need to say. All right, here we go. A little pump-up time. Our entire season so far has led to this one moment. Everything we have done, everything our players have done so far in this season has led to this moment to take on the L.A.Galuxray in Slyro in the semifinals. So, with that being said, our team, I'm going to go over team really quickly. We have a bulky Dragonite, we have a Shuckaberry defensive Arcanine, well, kind of defensive, kind of offensive Arcanine. We have a Banded Breloom, we have a Choice Specs Florges, we have a Mega Medicham, which is Jolly, and we have a defensive, well, not really defensive, it's especially defensive Celebi with an Occaberry. I think that's the kind of best way to put it, especially defensive Celebi with an Occaberry, and it has rocks on it. We have no way to remove hazards on our team, something we have to keep in mind, and he has a few Stealth Rock Setters. He has 3 Stealth Rock Setters on his team, well, possible Stealth Rock Setters on his team, and so as soon as we see Sly's team, he's bringing his Mega Beedrill, he's bringing Excadrill, he's bringing Hippowdon, Meloetta, Emboar, and Mew. That's a really scary team. First thing I noticed, though, he does not have the Kyurem Black, which is like, wow, no Kyurem Black. Yes, please. There's no Kyurem Black. This is amazing. I was super happy as soon as I saw that there was no Kyurem Black. He's bringing, I predicted 5 out of the 6. I predicted Kyurem Black over the Meloetta. So I prepped for most of his team. Meloetta could be an issue. We need to figure out right away whether that's Pirouette form or if that's just regular form. I think it's regular Pirouette. I think Pirouette's the fighting type. I don't know. We got to figure out which form it is, though. We need to figure that out because one is physical, one's special. We have to figure that out. Now, if he's physical, that means he has like base 128, I think. 128 speed. He has a really high base speed. So if he's the physical attacking version, we kind of got to figure that out as soon as possible because that could be a real threat as Medicham does not outspeed it. Though Breloom's Knock Punch would be super effective, but he can just swap out and then it won't be super effective. So it's kind of scary if he is that form. So we really need to figure that out as soon as possible. I didn't really prep too much for Meloetta because I really expected Kyurem Black, not Meloetta. So it's kind of a bit of a shock to me. I noticed Excadrill is going to be a huge threat. We need to keep Arcanine alive. Remember, I said we're not going to switch Arcanine in unless the Excadrill is already in. So we're keeping that in mind. Emboar, we got to figure out whether that's Banded, Scarf, Life Orb, but we don't know what it is. We got to figure that out. Mew, what the heck is the Mew going to be? I don't even know. I don't even know what the Mew is going to be. Excadrill, we kind of know it's going to be the Life Orb set. It could be like Banded or something. We just need to figure out if it's Sand Force or Sand Rush. And Hippowdon, it's pretty much going to be usual Hippowdon. He could change it up. He did bring Banded Hippowdon last week, so he could bring something special like that. But I do think it's just going to be either Leftovers or Smooth Rock for the Excadrill, since Excadrill puts in a lot of work against our team. So I think that's what he's going to do. Now, before we get started with this match, I just want to say this match, basically, if you want to know about this match in a nutshell, look on your screen right now. That's today's match in a nutshell. Now, with that being said, I think let's get into the match. Leads, I've already said I'm going to lead with Dragonite because I do expect the Mega Beedrill to lead on his side. So I'm going to be leading with the Dragonite. Dragonite's main objective is to Toxic the Mew, and he leads with the Mew. I'm kind of surprised right now. That kind of leads me to believe that he's not going to be on like E-Belt set. So I just go for the Toxic. He stays in, goes for his Will-O-Wisp, which is awesome. That means we're going to get this Toxic off, right? And we get the Toxic off. So Mew is Toxic. He does not have a Heal Bell on his team unless his Mew is carrying it or his Meloetta is carrying it. And Synchronize has not worked, which is awesome. But unless his Meloetta or his Mew is carrying Heal Bell, he doesn't have a way to remove the status on his team, which is awesome. And we do have a Heal Beller in Florges, though it has specs on it. So it's kind of like, eh. But we're going to swap out. I want to go out to Celebi as he burned me. He's probably going to get his rocks up as he does get his rocks up. I was expecting either a soft boiled just because he lost a bit of HP. I don't know. I was expecting either a soft boiled or stealth rocks, and he went for the stealth rocks, which is awesome. And we kind of get to trade rocks right now, and I'm gonna set up my own rocks. I was kind of expecting U-turn, but he just hard switches out, which is fine by me. I don't really mind that at all. And he goes straight out into the Meloetta, which is interesting. We're gonna get our rocks up, which is awesome. Rocks are finally gonna be up. And the rocks being up is really, really good because he has Beedrill, which takes super effective damage. And if he keeps taking rocks damage every time he comes in, that's a good situation. I want to swap it to Florges. I don't want to take any hits from this Meloetta. I want to try to figure out what form this is too. He goes for a knockoff. That kind of makes me believe that he's going to be Pirouette form, but it doesn't really do anything with the knockoff. So I'm kind of like, okay, maybe he's mixed. I don't know. He goes for the U-turn. We eat that up, and we see that he's not Scarfed with that. So that's awesome information because we know that Medicham can outspeed, kill him with a high jump kick after we Mega Evolve, which is amazing. So that's one thing that we can take out with Medicham. He's going to end up going out into his Excadrill. And since we got our item knocked off, I'm going to go for the Heal Bell, get rid of the burn on Dragonite just in case. But would you have it? I don't have a switch into this Excadrill. I was actually expecting to go for the Earthquake right now, or the Iron Head. So I was actually expecting Earthquake because I was expecting him to predict the Arcanine to come in, but he goes for the Rock Slide. Maybe he was predicting the Arcanine to come in. They both do kind of the same amount of damage, not as much, but yeah, it goes for the Rock Slide. Does so much damage, and getting rid of the burn on Dragonite isn't really going to end up mattering, besides the fact that he's going to take an extra turn of Life Orb damage to take us out. And he actually goes for the X-Scissor. We see that he's Life Orb too. That's pretty good information, but we see that he's Life Orb. We know two of his moves now. We know he has Rock Slide, and we know he has X-Scissor, which is really, really good information, actually. I'm going to bring up Breloom, try to scare him out, go for that Bullet Seed. Remember, I talked about this in the team preview. We know two of his moves. We just need to figure out what the other two are going to be. Rapid Spin, Iron Head. Like, what are they going to be? I mean, they could be either of those. They could be Earthquake too. It's kind of like a move slot syndrome thing. But he's going to go into his Emboar, and we go for the Banded Bullet Seed, and what did you know it? This thing eats it up deliciously, and we only get 2 hits, which is pathetic. Breloom, you're letting me down. You're letting me down. We're going to swap out. If we had gotten back-to-back 5 hits, I think we may have taken out the Emboar, but alas, we do not. I'm going to go into Florges kind of just to see what he wants to do, possibly sack this thing off. He goes for Scald, which is interesting. He predicted Arcanine going for Scald. That Scald actually did a pretty decent chunk. If he was minus special attack nature, I don't think it would have done that much. So we know that he's maybe invested, maybe just not minus special attack nature. I don't know. But I'm going to go for the Psychic. I thought he was going to stay in. He doesn't stay in, though. I thought he maybe would go for Flare Blitz, and maybe we could outspeed or something. I don't know. But he doesn't. And he's going to go for a Psychic. He's going to get a crit Psychic. I'm not sure if that crit mattered. Really wouldn't have mattered much since I would have just went for the Moonblast and gotten off a little bit of chip damage. It really would not have mattered. But Florges is down. We can bring out the Medicham now, and he's definitely going to swap out into that Mew, since Mew is his way to check this Medicham. I'm going to go for the high jump kick, predicting him to go out into his Mew, as he does go out to his Mew, which is awesome. He also could have gone out into the Beedrill, predicting, he probably wouldn't have. I was going to say he got out to Beedrill, predicting, like, I don't know what I was going to say. But he doesn't. He goes into Mew. We got a high jump kick off. Does actually really decent chunk. I think he's going to be defensive. That actually is a really decent chunk for being defensive. Maybe we got a, like, max roll for a defensive Mew or something. I decide, hey, let's just go for another high jump kick. Maybe he's not max defense and we just got a low roll. So I go for it, and we don't take him out. He's defensive, no, but he doesn't go for the Willow. He goes for the U-turn, which is amazing for us. I really thought if he lived, he would go for the Willow, but he doesn't, and that's like a huge play right there. That is a huge play. He's going to bring out the Beedrill. Now, I talked about this in the team preview. We do not have Fake Out. We actually have Bulk Up for this exact scenario because We do have speed the Beedrill since we've Mega'd first. So he's definitely going to go for his Protect right here. And I predict the Protect, and I can go for a Bulk Up. And a Bulk Up, after a Bulk Up, we'd be at +1 attack. And we, with the Bullet Punch, we can actually take out the Beedrill. It's actually a roll if he has a decent chunk of HP or defensive estimate. We go for the Bullet Punch, and we either get the roll or he wasn't invested. It was one of the two. Whatever happens, I'm happy. We take out the Beedrill, and we have a +1 Medicham on the field right now. He's going to bring out his Hippowdon. It's the only thing he can bring out right now. We know we outspeed Excadrill since he's Life Orb. He's not Scarf. We outspeed Meloetta since we've Mega'd, and we know that's not Scarf. And Mew is going to die as soon as it comes in. His Hippowdon is the Emboar too is going to die if it's in. We go that Jump Kick, and we get the roll in the Hippowdon. If he was max defense, it was a roll. If he was not max defense, then it was guaranteed to take him out. He actually was max defense, so we did get the roll and we take him out, which is amazing. He's going to bring in the Excadrill, and I do not want to stay in right now. There's no way, no how I'm staying in. I'm going to go out to Celebi. I need to waste some Sand turns, honestly. Sand's going to be up for a few more turns, I think 3 more turns. So we have to try wasting some Sand turns, and this is going to be able to waste 2 of them right here with Celebi. He goes for the EQ. It does a decent chunk. Actually, a little bit more than I thought. I didn't calc it, though, at this point. And now he goes for the X-Scissor, and he takes out our Celebi. So we get to waste 2 turns of Sand, which is awesome. There's only 1 more turn of Sand, I think. No, 2 more turns of Sand if he's not Smooth Rock. So we're going to go into Lily, our Arcanine. Because Lily can... remember, Lily has a Shucky Berry, and we take an Earthquake after Rocks, even if he's Sand Force and Adamant and Life Orb. We take it. Does 74% max. But he actually swaps out, and I'm like, no! Why? Why do you do this to me, game? Why do you do this to me? He goes out to Emboar. I go for the Close Combat, and he... After the Rocks damage, it does a really good chunk. It actually does a lot of damage, and I'm thinking, okay, he's probably invested in speed. Or something like that. Maybe max HP, max speed, something like that. So I'm going to go for the E-Speed. He may even Sucker Punch. I'm going to go for the E-Speed. E-Speed should take him out anyways. And it doesn't! It doesn't take him out! Which is ridiculous. I believe he lived on 1 HP. Which is like, oh, are you serious? But Lily's going to end up going down. And that is really, really bad. Had we taken out this Emboar with the roll, we would have been able to win the match right there. But we don't. And we don't get to win the match right there. Which was really, really unfortunate. And we also see that he doesn't take any Sandstorm damage. That means he's Safety Goggles, which is why he switched it into the Brave Loom so safely. But we go to Medicham, we Bullet Punch, we take out Choji, the Emboar. And so that means that he's Smooth Rock for sure. We know that he's Smooth Rock now. After the 2 turns with that Emboar, that's 1 turn wasted of Smooth Rock. There's 2 more turns of Sand. Excadrill comes in. Our only 2 Pokemon left is Medicham and Breloom. I cannot stay in, though. I cannot stay in because if he Sand Rush, he's going to take us out with any hit. I go out into Breloom, expect him to be Sand Rush. He goes for the Earthquake. So right there we see his 3rd move. It's going to be Earthquake. And it does so much damage. But I saw him go for Earthquake and I didn't bother calculating this because I decided, hey, we win. He went for Earthquake. We just needed to waste 1 turn of Sand. Even if he went for Iron Head, I believe it would be a roll. I'm actually going to calc this right now. We get a Mach Punch. We KO the Excadrill. And we basically get the win. Mew's going to down Stealth Rock. So he has to go out to Meloetta. As he does go out to Meloetta, and we can basically get the win with Medicham now, which is perfect. We get a Fire Off a Banded Mach Punch on this thing and do a ton of damage. It's not going to do enough to take him out, though, unfortunately. And that is going... He's getting a Psychic, and then Medicham can come in and basically come up the match, and that is going to be the end of the match. And we do actually pick up a victory, which is amazing. I just ran the calc right now. If he was Sand Rush, his Iron Head, if he went for Iron Head, it actually would have taken Breloom out. If he was Adamant, Life Orb, Sand Rush, it would have been able to take our Breloom after the 2 rocks, because that would be 12%. So we would have, had he gone for Iron Head there, and he was Sand Rush, and he was Life Orb, he would have actually been able to take us out and actually win the match, since we don't have Fake Out. We can't waste a turn of Sand. We do pick up the 1-0 victory right here, because Mew dies to Stealth Rocks, and we go for the Poison Jab just to reveal the last move, because it takes him out. And even a quick attack from that Meloetta wouldn't take us out. So we pick up a 1-0 victory. We get to make it on... I just had a voice crack. That was terrible. We got to make it onwards to the finals in the Battle Union, which is awesome. Now, let me just talk about that endgame really quickly. His Excadrill was Sand Force. It was Sand Force Excadrill because that Earthquake did so much damage. That was Sand Force Excadrill. Maybe he gen'd it wrong. That's what I think happened because... I think he gen'd it wrong because... I watched his team preview I watched the team preview, and it said Sand Rush on that, and he even mentioned how Sand Rush is good. So I think he gen'd it wrong, and he gen'd it at Sand Force, which is really unfortunate because Earthquake did a lot, so we basically guarantee Sand Force. So he was adamant Life Orb Sand Force. Maybe he genned it wrong. That's what I think happened, but I'm not quite so sure. It was an amazing match regardless. And it actually turned out his last move was not Iron Head. We did see 3 of his moves: Rock Slide, X Scissor, and Earthquake. His last move was actually Swords Dance. It wasn't Iron Head or Rapid Spin. It was Swords Dance. So we wouldn't be able to win that match regardless. Even had he gone for X Scissor on that turn and taken out Breloom. I think X Scissor takes out Breloom. If he gone for X Scissor, had he gone for X Scissor, and actually no, X Scissor does not take out Breloom because it's neutral. Even Sand Force on the Sand does not take out Breloom. So he would not have been able to take out Breloom, and we would have been able to win. But had he been Sand Rush, he would have actually been able to win that match, which is really, really crazy to think about that. But he was not. He was Sand Force, and well, here's the thing. He needed Sand Rush and he needed Iron Head to be able to win that match, because he had to have gone for Iron Head as I switched into the Breloom and take us out. That would have been the way for him to win. But he was neither. He had Sand Force and he didn't even have Iron Head. So we basically had that win. Had he gotten a crit on the Earthquake on Breloom and taken us out with Sand Force, we could have just gone out to Metachamp, high jump kick, and then just won the same way. Basically, just would have been landing 2 high jump kicks instead of just being able to Poison Jab and win. I just would have ended the game a little bit differently. But honestly, it was such a great match. I really did enjoy this match. I felt as though, I don't know, I really enjoyed the match. It was kind of crazy match. Metachamp picked up 4 kills. Metachamp took out the Beedrill, Emboar, Hippowdon, and Mew. Or not Mew, Meloetta. Not in that order, but it took them out, which is awesome. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed this match. I think it was honestly one of the best matches like ever. Like ever. I think Kieran Black would have done better than Meloetta, but Meloetta actually put in a decent amount of work. Had he brought Kieran Black, this match would have been crazy. Like, it would have been insane. I do feel like Sly misplayed a little bit with Mew. He didn't go for Will-O-Wisp on Metacham. Had he burned Metacham, I still think we would have been able to come out on top since it was Sand Force Excadrill, because High Jump Kick still takes out Excadrill. And High Jump Kick would do enough to Meloetta to where a Mach Punch would be able to take it out. And I just think we still would have been able to win, even had he Willowed the Metacham. We would have just had to use Breloom more effectively. It would have been like a lot of prediction games and stuff. But that's just theory modding. Theory modding isn't really too much fun. Yeah, that's going to end the match, though. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. We book our ticket to the finals. I guarantee nobody thought the Dallas Staravias would be representing the Kanto Conference in the finals. I guarantee nobody thought that at the beginning of the season. But I'm thankful. I'm honored to be representing the Kanto division in the TBU finals, or not in the TBU, but in TBU, in the Battle Union finals. I think it's amazing. I think our team did really, really well. Also, I'm going to spoil who we're playing in the finals. So if you didn't watch the match between Eric and the Bristol Beedoofs against Skyrander and the Scandinavian Stoutlands, go watch that. I'm going to spoil it right now, so please click away if you want no spoilers, or watch their video or something. Click away. We're going to be playing Sky in the finals. So if you stayed and you didn't watch the match, I'm sorry, I spoiled it. I told you to click away. You should have clicked away. But we're playing Sky in the finals, which is going to be an intense match. We did play Sky in the regular season. We did win, but that was a really hacks-filled match. So I'm really hoping we don't have any hacks in the finals. But it's going to be a fantastic match. Sky's an awesome person, and no matter what happens in that match, I'm happy with our season. I'm happy with everything. But it's going to be a fantastic match, and I cannot wait for that. But I don't plan on losing. So, Sky, get ready. And Sky does not plan on losing either. I know that. Sky is a very competitive person. It's going to be a great, great match. I'm really happy that I get to play Sky, too. Sky's an awesome guy. And Sky guy, you see what I did there? Rhymes? Anyways, this has been like 20 minutes. I need to go. Get this uploaded. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. If you enjoyed, you know what to do. If you didn't enjoy, you also know what to do. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about this match, what you think about the next match, what you think about the team, what you think about our season so far as a whole. Just let me know what you think about everything. But yeah, that's going to end the match. I didn't really go too in-depth with every single play. I did talk about every single play. When I play the match, I go way more in-depth, but just didn't do it live, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, next week, finals in the Battle Union. It's going to be intense. It's going to be a lot of fun too, and I cannot wait for that. I think that's basically everything I need to say. Yeah, that's basically everything. I'm sorry, Sly. I don't know. Like, I'm really sorry, Sly, that he had to lose this match. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the words are. I can't find the words to describe my feelings. Sly's an awesome guy. I really like Sly, and I'm happy that we could win. I'm really happy with that. Sly was an interim? I don't know how you say the word. He was an interim coach. So that's, I feel like had he gotten a little bit more experience with playing in the league, I think it would have been a much closer match. I also want to know, if Sly's watching this, did you gen the X drill wrong, or did you make it Sandforce on purpose? I don't know. Let me know if you're watching this. I don't know, he probably isn't, but that's going to be it, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Have yourselves a great day. Next week, the finals in the Battle Union, and I cannot wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have this great day, and until next time, have a nice shit.